I met Prince on the phone many years ago, and he called me up and said, I want to produce your next album. This was shortly after my divorce. No, I wasn't even divorced yet. Oh, Prince didn't wait at all. I wasn't even divorced yet. Okay, so he called me up and said, I want to produce your next album. Come to Paisley Park. And I just wasn't ready. I was afraid of working with a new producer. I was feeling insecure about sharing my songwriting. Anyway, I've learned a lot of lessons since then because fear is a very, very terrible wall. In the end, I never did get to work with Prince. He ended up, as we all know, leaving us way too early and before we could work together. So that is the sad part of my story. But the great part of my story is that I did get to meet him in person backstage at the Montreux Jazz Festival. The first thing he said to me was, Shania, you have beautiful feet. Okay, that's like, I don't know. I wasn't really sure what to make of that, but I guess, maybe I have nice feet. I don't know. Anyway, the wonderful thing about that night was that I got to see him perform. It was outstanding. And then we hung out afterwards at Harry's Bar, which is right across the street from the concert hall. Prince was a real admirer of the Lake Geneva region, and he wrote a song, in fact, about the vineyard above the lake, which, he was just passionate about it. He loved it. He performed there 3 times at the festival. I feel like I grew up loving Prince's music. He was obviously a young artist and successful fairly, early on. And he was a big fan of mine as well. He did his own versions of 2 of my songs, You're Still the One and Forever and For Always. I think he was a country music fan because he had written a song, he had written it as a country song for Stevie Nicks, who wasn't really considered a country artist either. So I guess maybe the walls between the worlds of genres didn't mean a lot to Prince. But apparently Stevie Nicks did not agree to record the song. So when Stevie Nicks turned it down, Prince decided to do his own version of it, and this became the signature song of his whole career, and I'm talking about Purple Rain.